While we were walking down the street, we came across a dog running away in panic. Its hind legs were tied by a rope, causing it to only try to lift its hind legs high and run with its front legs. It seemed like it was trying to run away from someone, scared into a fenced area. That made our approach more difficult. The dog was hiding in the bushes and wouldn't come out even though we tried to call him. To lure him out, I went back to the car and took some dog food as bait. As soon as I threw a bit of food at the dog, it seemed to get excited and reacted very violently. It growled as if warning us not to come closer. After that, even though I threw more food, it didn't pay any attention and turned around and ran away. We had to climb inside. The place seemed to have been abandoned for quite a while and had a lot of overgrown weeds. Moving was very difficult because of the weeds, and we had to be very careful. Finally, we, equipped with protective gear, approached the dog. The dog didn't seem to like our sudden approach, reacted violently, and continued to run away. Moving while the hind legs were tied was really difficult and tiring. Therefore, sometimes it had to stop and rest. But even though we tried to calm it down and show our sincerity, it still turned around and ran away. Finally, we rushed in to catch it regardless. Luckily, we were wearing gloves, otherwise we would have been injured by its reaction. Then, we found that the rope was so tight that it tore its flesh, exposing its bones. We temporarily restrained him to calm him down while we waited for my friends to return. Our appearance looked so miserable just because of this poor boy. We were like a mobile veterinary hospital with the role of providing first aid to his injuries. The act of cutting the rope was very careful because we were afraid it would hurt him. The dog lay still without resistance, tacitly allowing us to rescue him. The rope was tied very firmly and deliberately. Perhaps he had just escaped from the dog dealer's place, saving his own life. That was why he was so panicked when we saw him. After struggling with the rope for a while, we finally cut it off, then gently removed it from his leg without touching his wound. We also shaved the hair around his wound to make it easier to treat the wound and bandage it. The dog seemed to sense our good intentions and did not cry or protest. We named him Poop and decided to adopt him. This poor dog deserved a loving home. Please company with us in the next video about Poop's recovery and growth process. Thank you.